This is Reverend Keys again. Appears we had some technical difficulties finishing that last show. So this is take two of Reverend Keys Memorial for CandyeKane, and we're going to be playing music. That's the backside. We're going to music from this 2009 release by CandyeKane called Superhero. And I believe it's when she found out she was diagnosed with cancer. So this came out, and she survived for a while, I believe, and died in 2016 or later. But anyway, so she got it, and she has gone into remission, and then died from it later in 2016. So anyway, that's what you're going to hear, music from that. So if you don't know, if you're not familiar with Reverend Keys, I understand that in Pakistan and in India, I understand I have quite a following, but Rick Keys and the Rick Keys Music Caravan is really like blowing up in those two parts. I shouldn't say that. It's like really I shouldn't say that either. It's like growing. It's growing big in both Pakistan and India. Thank you all for listening. So since I do have this chance, because I may be someone from a different religion than those two countries, I want to bring this to you. So. But it says, we are his, belonging to the family of God. See that? So I truthfully believe that we all are part of his family, and how you get back to God, that's our business. And hopefully I am on the right path, and hopefully you are all too. So, but I did want to share that one little verse with you. It's what? Hold on. It's John. This is in the Bible, the Holy Bible, or the King James Bible. It's John 13, 19 through 20. So well, you can't read it now because of the light, but John 13, 19 through 20. Okay, so that's a little offering from Reverend Keys to the rest of the world. And now you do know that I'm going to be doing a CandyeKane Memorial. So let's see what's going on. Rick Keys, I understand, is still partying somewhere with women's. He met a hot lady from Newport Beach or some rich town, so he's kind of flaunt-la-rawing around. That's hard to say, flaunt-la-rawing around. All right, so who else is flaunt-la-rawing? Well, let me see. We got Witch Keys there in the background. Looks like she's learning how to surf. And you see the anonymous surfer. He's actually helping train her how to surf. And let me see. So that's her. She still has those ice cream glasses on. She wears them in protest against Brandon. She doesn't like Joe Brandon. So that's why she's wearing the ice cream glasses. She's all horny. I mean, she's all hot for It Keys. So she's kind of had him under a spell of some sort. But speaking of spell, look at the two aliens from illegal aliens from outer space. They're still out checking things out. You can see It Keys over. I don't want to mention too much about that. And there's my beautiful face. Let me see how we get to these other characters over here. All right, so over here on the bottom. So actually, if you can see that now. So It Keys was having problems with his penile problems, PP. He couldn't get it to go down. So anyway, the witch did cure him. The cure was actually that big old giant crab. So they did cure him, but now he wants it back. He can't get it back. So he's got a dilemma there. So I told it, hold on, it. So I told it, okay, so anyway, back to, well, let's start with it then. Okay, so it is a non-binary. Not sure if the thing is a leprechaun, a human being, or an alien from outer space. He's kind of into the pride thing, got the pride glasses going right now. So Witch Keys, who is a binary. So binary, that means she is a witch and she is a Nancy. Nancy witch. Nancy, that's Nancy Pelosi. But what happened here is while I was doing this show, somehow or another, the last one, I pressed something and it blacked everything out. So this is a second and I better repeat. Okay, so that's what's happening there. Which keys? Learning to surf. All right, so that's it keys kneeling, begging. I told him you should pray to the witch, beg that you let your ding dong get big again. So anyway, that's what's happening there. What's happening here so I don't lose everything. Okay, so here, this is how I lost it before. All right, so you see, okay, so that's it keys, and there's me keys. So me keys actually is he's pretty pissed off right now. And you see the reason he's pissed off is that the crab, remember the Wee Keys family, the crab, Me Keys wanted the crab for his tiki bar restaurant. So he sent him out to get it. He actually got the crab. So the crab was in the tiki bar restaurant attached, hold on, attached to the trailer, the teardrop trailer that had the crabs previously, but were extinguished because of the Wee Keys family. This gets a little complicating here. All right, so now, oh, that's even better. All right, so what happened? Oh, by the way, did I tell you that Wee Keys' fancy little truck was hit by an errant or a Iranian missile, one of the hundreds of millions of missiles, cruise missiles, and rockets they sent out to attack Israel. That one accidentally hit Me Keys' bumper, and I think there's some damage there. There's me. That's Me Keys. If you didn't know, Me Keys is a non-binary. Me Keys not sure if the thing is a American citizen, illegal immigrant, or another alien from outer space. So that one's a common one, alien from outer space. And then we go over here. It's hard to do it on a side angle. Okay, let me see if I can change this up a little bit. This is the real exciting part. So anyway, watch. No. Here we go. All right, so here we go. Different angle. So what happened? This is what Me Keys is pissed off about. Excuse me. This is what Me Keys is upset about. So remember Me Keys, the non-binary. Me Keys actually sold his original teardrop to the Chinese, telling them that it was loaded with Brandon classified documents. So the Chinese, who've been like floating around Oceanside for the longest time, they actually paid him for that his old teardrop, and so anyway, they found out there was no classified information in there. Only thing in there was Me Keys porno pronoun book. So anyway, so the Chinese came back in the middle of, well, not in the middle of the night, in the middle of the day. They came back. You see there's their balloon, their famous balloon. There it is. So that's the Chinese balloon. So they've hooked up the trailer that had the tiki bar on it. So they're taking it back to China, I guess. And then there's X Keys trying to figure out what to do. Is not sure, and well, X, that would make sense because X Keys is not sure. Well, it's non-binary. Also, X Keys is not sure if it's a Twitter bird, an airplane, or an alien from outer space. Well, they're kind of the common one. All right. So anyway, there's X Keys, and so anyway, we're going back to Rick Keys' production headquarters here in Ooside, California. Hopefully no one got sick, especially people in India and Pakistan. If you're not used to live action, I know they kind of have some regulations and rules in different countries. Not sure how you're regulated there, but I know we're regulated here. That's what's happening in Osai, California. So this is the CandyeKane Memorial Special. A lot of history. I think you're going to enjoy the music. So what you want to do is go to YouTube and go to Rick Keys Music Caravan. You subscribe, even though it's the Reverend Keys show, it's part of the Rick Keys show. So, but the playlist will say Reverend Keys Memorial to CandyeKane. That's the one you want to check on. So anyway, go do that. So you subscribe. Once you subscribe, there's a bell. You press that bell, and that helps spread. Well, it doesn't do that. I keep confusing that. Well, no, Rick Keys keeps confusing that. But the problem is that when you do that bell thing, it actually brings Rick Keys Music Caravan and all his cast of characters into your life on a regular basis, whether you like it or not. If you don't like it, you can always like throw your laptop or your computer or your cell phone into the river. As far as Rick Keys is concerned. But anyway, so you do that. You don't have to look for it all the time. I have certain things that all the time, and may God bless me. It's a temptation to not open them. And what else? And there's a thumb thing. You press those thumbs. That helps spread the good news of Rick Keys Music Caravan to you, your friends, family members all over the world, Pakistan, India. Rick Keys doesn't care. So just keep the good news like I tried to do by telling you all about John 13. John 13, you can't read it anyway. John 13, 19 through 20. Share that with your friends and try to figure it out as you figure out how to subscribe to the Rick Keys Music Caravan. Also on Facebook, not like a big thing with Rick Facebook, but he does actually, if you do sign up for the Rick Keys Music Caravan Blues show, you can see his show on that also on Facebook. So stay tuned. Rick Keys Music Caravan coming up, hosted by Reverend Keys, and it's a memorial to CandyeKane. Thank you, and may God bless everyone.